I think I'm ready to put the keys back on, but what I haven't tested fully is the function keys. Well, I've tested with a multimeter. Now, trying out some basic programs, I couldn't get them to use get or in keys to work. So what it looks like is you can assign text to a key. So let me restart the machine. I'm still having to hold F when I boot. So at the moment the function keys don't do anything. But if you type star ket, we need the keycaps, key 0. So let's call that F0. If I type all the keys, so I can use the copy function here. So I want key 1, F1, key 2, F2, key 2, key 4, key 4, key 2, 5, 6, 7, 7. Or is that 9? Is that 8? Oh, that is 7, that is 8. And 9, F9. So unlike PC, the function keys go 0 to 9, not 1 to 10 or 12. So F0, F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, F7, F8. Brilliant. So I think apart from that key, this is the key switch I've definitely broken. I kind of crumpled the fours inside it. So I think I'll try and purchase a new one and maybe a couple of other spares. And if I have keys that consistently fail, so I'm not completely happy, oh that's okay now. Not sure that was working. But I think if I'm able to type all that, we're okay. So, time to put the keycaps on. Classic BBC micro keyboard sound already. Yeah, look, some of the keys still have a tiny bit of paint on them. I wonder if I can chip that paint off. Spacebar on this, I think. It's quite important because I need Control F to boot the computer. getting through the small keys now. Up and squiggle goes next to equal. Let's just be precision made. There's no other reason than it gets the tight fit than that. And then finally the space bar. Two bits of plastic I've carefully saved. This is going to be fun. So how does that go? Do these actually... Let's see. Just push them in a little way. I'm going to have to tip the machine up to look at what's going on here. And there we go, on the fully completed keyboard. Hold down F. Shift lock has stopped working already. Maybe it hasn't. So we have a almost working keyboard. I think the colon is still quite right, but maybe let's worry about that later. And hope I don't have to type too many colons. Okay. For now, time to dress it up and get to know it. So I've got this program from the welcome menu that prints coloured blocks, and I've typed that in. It looks like this. The only adjustment left, and what's not been working very well, is the colour. So on the TV I get very strange results. Let's try on the capture. Yeah, that is also strange. So looking at the listing, I don't know why it would do that. I found a command that will give me a yellow line to have some colour. Let's see what that looks like. So let's type in basic print character $131 character whoops, character $157. So this is my command. Let's turn the light off, see if the, there we go. And so if I run that, I get a very mushy looking line. Now I've set up a UHF link, and let's look at that. So, will the phone settle down with that? So that looks better. The yellow doesn't come across on the camera so much, but it does look better. If I go back to composite, we have all the dot crawl and a really sort of brown looking yellow. So I thought for a while, well, I'll have to get the oscilloscope out. But looking at the circuit diagram, the TV output is created from, there's the chroma signal, there's the RGB, and that goes into, chroma signal goes into that transistor and through to the V1 input, and is mixed with the sum of the RGB. Well, that composite signal there is not the same as what's available on video. On video, the RGB is summed with these different values to mix the colours slightly offset so you can see all the colours as black and white. But this capacitor is where the colour information is fed from. So the IC chroma chip producing the chroma signal, after an amplifier, that is a buffer, that is taken to C28 and then link 11. So how is my TV seeing very poor colour? And I think the answer is that due to the circuit design and the chroma being around 3 megahertz, enough of it is leaking through for the TV to believe it's detecting. So what would happen if link 11 is closed? So that capacitor is effectively a really tiny one, but still a number of picofarads because of the circuit board. So the solution I came up with was to temporarily bridge that while looking at the monitor or looking at the TV. So if I can hold the phone to the TV while I bridge link 11 with some tweezers. There we go. Suddenly we have wonderful white writing and a yellow bar. And if I take that away, we get the chroma noise back. So it's almost as if the TV is amplifying the dregs of chroma that it is cross-talking on the PCB. Can I bridge that again? There we go. So I'm going to see if I can find a jumper and put link 11 in. So I fitted link 11 now, which connects the chroma buffer transistor, I think it's one of these, via this tiny capacitor, just to pass a 3 MHz chroma signal to these. So let me restart the machine. And this is what my capture device does. Now, if I fit the connector, it seems to have locked up. So let's try a little program that will print some bars of colour. So from the manual, in mode 135, I can do 10 for colour equals, equals, so that is equals 1, 2, 8, so 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 5. We do reads according to the manual, char dollar color, semicolon, char 157. So this mode 135 is teletext mode, and if you send a colour character followed by 157, it tells the system that the colour character is the background. So we'll just get some backgrounds printed there, and then go to the next cog. So if I run this, I should have some lovely colours. A little bit jittery, but that's probably my capture device. And let's remove this link. And we lose the colour, but we get periods of it attempting to lock up to just some crosstalk. What happens if I put my fingers in enough crosstalk? Yes. So let's put the colour on, and the very cheap capture device does indeed sync up. It's better on the television, but I think that's worth applying that, and I'll leave that in and use the composite, because on the television it looks very good. It looks like a very good quality output, and I haven't got a cub monitor for the RGB, so composite will do. So for now, the final stage is to put the lid back on. And wait for the key to turn up. Continuing on with the BBC project, while I wait for that key to arrive, I think the next stage is to sort out the CMOS memory. So if I boot up now, let me start the capture. So it doesn't boot up to anything useful. I think we can do Control A break, Control D break. But it doesn't go into basic or anything. I don't think Control B break does that, no. So I can use the F key. Now there's a very good page called Lionels homepage, and in his computer nibbles section there's the instructions for Acorn BBC Master CMOS battery replacement. So the unit turned up with the original Duracell completely dead and starting to leak package. So I have changed that. I suppose I could look out for an adapter or a battery holder like that, but I've taped it with insulation tape. Okay, master 128 configuration. No, FC indicates flashing. Right, so I've done the Control R to reset. So let's look at star ROMs. So we've got terminal 1, view 4, Acorn ADFS basic 4, edit 1, view sheet 2, DFS 79. So I think my BBC Master is very similar to Lionels, which is reassuring. Now do status. So configuration, baud 1, no boot, I've got 2 zeros, internal tube, so everything much the same, TV 01, I'm sure it doesn't matter too much. Now Lionel recommends these settings, so I go to all of those. So CO. Now should I be now at the star prompt? No, I want to be in the star prompt really. How do I get into a star prompt? It's not something like star MOS, is it? Star. No, it doesn't say. I think I can just do star in front of each of those commands. I want that this is not a language, but I'm not getting that. Right, I'll do star in front of each command, so star CO dot baud 4 star CO dot no boot. That's command, certainly is. Now that means it's actually reading something if that one's wrong. Star CO dot caps star CO dot data space 4 star CO dot delay 50. Okay. Delay 50. Star CO dot no tube. Star CO dot no dir. No dir. Star CO dot F drive. Dot CO. Oops. CO. Star CO. File 9. Star CO. Copy. Star CO. Ignore 10. CO dot lang 12. So maybe star.co lang 12. I'll tell it to boot up into basic. Star CO dot no 135. Star CO dot loud. Star CO dot print space 1. Star CO dot Pete 5. Star CO. Oops. Scroll. Star CO dot V 0.1 space 0.1. Now we'll do control break. Okay, come back to basic. Star status. Boot 4. Ah, so now I do have settings. Status, boot 4. No boot caps, data 4, delay 50, no directory. Internal tube. I wonder why it says internal tube. Maybe that's for no tube. No directory. File 9, F drive 0. Ignore 10, language 12, mode 135. No tube, loud. Print 1, repeat 5, scroll. If you wish to unplug or insert ROMs, oh look, my Windows 7 VIO doesn't have scrolling. So, my ROMs. Well, I think that's fine. I don't wish to unplug those. The DFS ROM in ROM 9 is the Mega ROM and was bugged. Many masters had an updated DFS inserted into one spare ROM socket 8. Oh, okay. In this case, unplug 9, file 8 to do. Oh, okay, file 9 is for DFS. Delay repeat for key reading. I'll set a matter of taste. After that's switched off for at least 15 minutes, you'll find it as bad as before, then replace the battery pack. Right. Okay, so let's just grab my capture there. And let's capture a restart and see what we have. Look at that, brilliant. Star date. So now I have a machine that boots up into the correct mode. Wonderful.